So, I have some eBay sales from March 18th through March 24th so far here today. I have, and I'm going to share with you some eBay sales I have here. So, let's go talk about them here. So, the first sale I have is a go-kart steering wheel. I took an offer on this of $7 plus shipping. This is originally listed for $9.99 plus shipping, but I took an offer on it for $7. And just trying to get some sales on eBay. And this is one way to get some eBay sales in my store. You know, it's like you list good quality items and you take offers. If you take some offers, even like lower offers, eBay will push sales because you get sales. And it seems like the more popular stores, the more you might get sales, more sales. And they get pushed and stuff. So I sold that for $7 on plus shipping on. Through this one, that's getting ahead recently. So I sold that for $7 plus shipping. So that for $6.16 profit on it. Alright, that was before, after free. I still made like $5.16, $4.16, $5.16 around this. I'm not sure how much it was exactly, but it wasn't a whole lot. Just stuff they were trying to get rid of. They had just trying to get rid of. I have this 2022 Panini Prism. WNBA Prism number 189. This is Rachel Manning. And I sold this for for full price $278 free shipping. This listed on eBay for over 2 years. Like 2 years and almost 2 months. It's actually listed February 1st of 2023, so week shy of like 2 months. Pretty much. So I'm happy to see it sell. And I'm already probably in the profit on these cards. I might not be actually in the profit on them. I'm getting to be in the profit. I'm probably already in the profit on them. I'm not for sure. No, something that is just trying to get my money back on these, and maybe make some money in them, and then or some for what they're worth, So I'm just happy to sell them. Once they're gone, I'm not gonna list anymore, which I'm not listing any more new ones to replenish it. So and then we have this was from Sponge and this was a package of 8 gaskets. These were come in the quantity of 10, but I had them sold as a set of 8. And they were Stinsman 470-013, but they replaced the Briggs & Strand 692-213 and Briggs & Strand 461. These are some for $11.99 free shipping. Some had these listed for. So these are the 7 for $11.99 free shipping. So like, okay, I'll sell them for a 7. Some as a set. I can't remember if it was 7 or 8. So I sold them as a set for that price. And they sold and made about probably $4.15, probably $1 for all of them. So not too bad. And then I sold a 2-pack of genuine Moog K500289 suspension ball joints. They had these out their vehicle from a long time ago, and they never used them. So they got rid, and they had them. So I got them, sold them, and they're trying to get rid of this because they're like a full-time job now. But I never really timed this on eBay. Couldn't return this, so I said I'll sell them. And so they gave me for some. It was like probably $5 for them both. Not for the pair, I believe it was. And yeah, I sold $31.19, so made $26.19. It's not too shabby though. I had these listed at $54.99 free shipping. Someone sent me for $47, and I said, "Well, I'll take it because I've been kind of slow on sales." And then likewise taking the offer on it. I saw these packages out of get Sens Gaskets this month. So that was awesome. So then I woke up, I checked my eBay and took an offer on this immediately. And so that was nice. So $47 free shipping and $11.89 free shipping. So not too shabby though. So can't really complain though. Too much. So can't really complain that much because I have goods. And I'm doing well. I'm getting some sales on eBay, so can't complain. And then I have a good parts since Force 70-08 registration 68226. This is when I had 7 of them, and they're like, well, would you take $4 a piece for $20? And I said, deal. So I took them. I just want to show the tag of the part number. And then yeah, I sold these only, and then I took an offer of those only registering cream chef Tippets 90400. So usually I had this for $3.99. I had this for like 11 months, and then it was like $20, and I said deal, because it was like going for like 25 plus shipping to like 25 free ships. So I'm just like, well, deal. I'm not gonna say, hey, would you give me $30 free ship? Then me in the middle, maybe you say 20. Me in the middle at 30. I'll meet in the middle at 30. And maybe do 25 or something. I mean, I could have, but I'm just happy to get rid of it at 20 because I just want it. Because do I want the same for other months? Maybe just to get $10 more. Like 2 years for just to squeeze another $5 out. I mean, yeah, I love to do that, but just to get 30 out of it. But I mean, sometimes after like after a couple years, you can't really, it's like, am I gonna be that, it's like, really, because I'm trying to get sales on my eBay store and grow and get sales and move some inventory on my eStore. That's been sitting on eBay, for a while. I'm not trying to like hoard inventory, I don't have like a tons of space, for 400, like tons and tons and tons of items. Get a bunch of WMA cards. That's when my store was really high because I had like tons of WMA cards. And my store was like 500 listings, and I had a ton of small engine parts as well in there. And then I started like, selling a bunch of WMA cards, selling a bunch of small engine parts, and then getting some inventory replenish. Now that I'm not getting really getting any new small engine parts to replenish that inventory or replenish some of the small engine parts I've been selling, and replenish some of the WMA train cards. A little bit. It was replenishing a little bit, but not all. It wouldn't replenish in 100%. But replenish maybe a little bit of it. Maybe if I saw 10, I get 10 small engine parts and 10 maybe train cards. I get maybe enough to replenish all 10 small engine parts. Then I'd get I might get, like a couple extra small engine parts replenish, so a few of the WMA train cards I lost, but not anymore. I haven't been really getting that many small engine parts to sell on eBay, either from part equipment that I've been paying for like free, on like Facebook Marketplace or like on like Curve when I'm like driving by and I'm able to pick it up, or or stuff like that. You know what I mean? So the priority I can, if I can get to and that's like good condition, good support condition. So But I just haven't been finding all that stuff in my area. I might, some stuff that I've been trying to buy some stuff to pick. But I haven't really found any either of that, so it's like, you know what I mean? So, so, it's like, ooh, you know what I mean? So, but this looks like good use for it. Should be able to get them all more learning. But she came off a lot more, so don't remember like which lawnmower it came off of, but yeah, now on eBay now they've done it to where I like this. To where it says like listed 2 days ago. Yeah, because I had this listed. Someone said something about full price and it doesn't work for mine. Like really. And I could have sold that, I wish. Yeah, it says like listed 22 days ago. It says 72 days ago. Last sold 72 days ago. I found multiple quantity, which I had 2 of them, so listed like 75 days ago. Which I like, that actually tells you like, how many days ago it was listed, because that actually like influences your decision to be like, damn, I'm gonna be willing to take it off for more than this. Because on eBay, eBay is Terapeak. Now, it used to be Terapeak, now it's called Product Research on the eBay website, or they have research button on the app. And like over 3 years, it's listed over 3 years, which is 1,085 days, which is around 3 years. 1,085 days or over. It actually is over. They want you to sell in 1,085 days or under. Actually, no, according to eBay's research, because the views thing only goes to past 2 years in date range for views, but in product research it goes up to 3 years on eBay. So I think that tells you like, like it's best if it sells within 2 years. I think that's kind of hidden, like a meaning, like best if it sells in 2 years or under, but 2 to 3 years range can be okay. If you're willing to play that game. I mean, some of these parts, I'm not really willing to play the game. I mean, do I really want to play the game on these? Not really, but I'll take it. I mean, these WB triggers, I still have 107 of them left. Yes. I do really want to sell these cards. Now I'm left with a lot of the good cards. A lot of the players are still in the league, or still still more known. Like some of these, might be like, these are players that are still pretty, like, might not play in the league anymore. They're still popular. You know what I mean? So, they may be playing overseas, or they're like on different teams in the league, but they're still popular, players. So they're like someone like us is a college head coach, so, or a college assistant coach at LSU, so still popular. So our players might not playing, they play on different teams, are still popular, still somewhat popular, so I'm just thinking about it. But yeah, I like these, these cards. I mean, if I had room to actually keep them and store them and stuff, I actually would. But I don't, so I just ending up reflipping them on the back online. So Yeah, that's like that. I mean, do I really want to wait? Do I really want to wait for 3 years for them to sell? Like, no, not really. But will I take? Will I take it? You know, like any offer I can get, whether it's an offer, if I put them on sale, you know, if I get an offer on top of the sale price, you know what I mean? Will I take it? Absolutely. You know, so you know, especially the older the item is, like I'll absolutely take any offer I can get, you know, on it because I know that it hasn't sold in like some of these like this random bird. Like past 2 years, only got 7 reviews. Like not a lot of interest in it, but if I got an offer on it, or it's sold for 4.6 on these cards, like the first offer you get or the first, especially now that I like that eBay now, it has the instant payment for best offers initiated because like with a lot of these, you know, might sit for a few days. They might pay or they might never pay, and I like that it automatically makes them pay. Which I don't think people actually mind though, because then this actually then I think the buyers actually like this too because then it actually speeds up the process. Then you have to come back and like check like, hey, I'm going to be offering you. You know what I mean? You know, like I want to, then I can actually get the end. You don't have to check it back, and I can, the buyer will ship it out to me. Especially if they're like, and it's like when, seller will ship it out to me if they're an honest seller. And it's like a win-win, which I will gladly ship the animals out to them. So it's like a win-win. So, yeah, I have 130 items. Most of the items are small W matrix prints. That's all. Most of my store is. I have 107 of them. And then I have one NBA 2K16 which I completed. Raleigh Jameson. So one Raleigh Jameson. And then I flip them online. And this one I know it's not worth a ton because it's disc only. I don't have the original disc case and the disc for this one. And that disc that was in this is a little bit cracked, but still plays because I have it like saved to them. Still reads, and I have it downloaded when before that, a little bit before I got like that to into the drive. So I also, and that's for $49 free shipping. And then I have another thing, which is the car. Well, I can explain routes, which is not. I don't know if it's considered smudge report because it's like a car thing. So I don't know. I mean, I saw there's a smudge. There's a other item. She did that for the car parts because I don't have like a car part category because I don't really sell them. And smudge reports have 29 different ones. So yeah. So this is what it is. Text them.